Sean from SW Inspections here. More story time. So, I'd like to think that we've gotten pretty good at communication. When a client calls or emails or fills out a form for us or whatever the case may be, we reach out and we get whatever they need scheduled. It goes on to my schedule and then I get it done. In the process of doing that, we explain to our client what will happen with whatever service they're getting. So if they're getting a wind mitigation from us, we'll tell them, hey, we need access to these different things to do the report for you, to get the job done. And then we double down on that by producing an email that gets sent over to the client and whoever is working with the client, whether that be an insurance agent or a real estate agent or a property manager, whatever. We include them on it as well, just so we can make sure everybody's on the same page. And in that email is a bunch of information about what we're going to be doing. How much it's going to cost, when the appointment is, how long it's going to take, who they're going to be meeting, whether it be me or another person. We try to give them as much information as possible on the front end so that it works out smoothly. Also included in that email are a couple of PDF documents, depending on what they ordered, that goes into further detail about what we're going to be doing. So we tell our clients what we're going to be doing multiple times. And I cannot tell you how many times I go to an appointment at somebody's home or business or whatever, and they say, well, nobody told me that you needed to do that. A lot of times it has to do with the electrical panel. So when we're doing a 4-point, we have to pull the cover off of the electrical panel and take pictures on the inside. You can't really tell anything unless you pull the cover off. You can't really tell anything by just opening the door. You need to take the cover off so you can actually see what's going on. That helps us make sure that there aren't fire hazards and burnt wiring and stupid stuff. And that's really common. People say, hey, nobody told me you needed to take the electrical panel cover off. And I try to be nice and say, hey, yeah, we did. 3 times. But my point with this is that it kind of feels like communication has broken down. Every year it has become more and more difficult to communicate with my clients and just people in general. And I think it has something to do with the endless amount of spam that we get. So I'm a Florida business owner. My information is public, as I'm a licensed person. So I get, on average, 10 spam phone calls a day, 10 spam voicemails a day, 10 spam emails a day, 10 spam text messages a day. And I'm pretty good at navigating all of that. I kind of have to, because if I don't pay attention to our phone systems and our emails and my cell phone and all those things, then business just grinds to a halt. But when it goes the other way, it seems to the communication is just completely broken down. Getting people to listen to us has become so incredibly difficult over the last couple of years that it's just infuriating. We try to give everybody all of the information, but it just doesn't seem to, it either doesn't seem to sink in or it just doesn't seem to get received at all. And I understand, when you're having an insurance inspection done for your home, it's not necessarily something that you do every day. It's not necessarily something that you want to do. But people put so little effort into it. Just getting people to read an email from us has become almost impossible. Let alone having a more complicated conversation about something like a home warranty, right? If you build a new house, you need to know the laws, and we tell everybody. You can go to my website and look at my blog posts about it, but nobody goes. It's almost as if we're just completely losing our ability to absorb information in a meaningful way these days. And being a small business owner, it's incredibly disruptive. I mean, I've got a tight schedule that I have to adhere to. And when I get to somebody's house and I call them because they're not there and they say, "Oh, I forgot." Or, "Oh, I thought it was tomorrow." I just want people to put a little bit of effort into it. And don't get me wrong, most of my clientele are pretty good at it. But it does seem that I've seen a trend that's going down. Communication is definitely getting worse. The fact that everything is spam now is certainly not helping. And we've all kind of been conditioned to almost just ignore everything that's going on around us. And then now we have, the rise of the AI slop machine, where even if you effectively communicate with somebody, they'll often question whether or not it's real in the first place. I mean, I don't even know how to begin to combat that. If anybody has any experience in getting over that hurdle, please let me know, because we put a tremendous amount of effort into trying to make sure that our clients know what we're doing, when we're going to be there, how much it's going to cost, what's actually entailed in it, what they can expect. It seems like it falls on deaf ears, or is just completely ignored altogether.